Hi, Bob Hultgren. We're at Evergreen Implement here in Thief River Falls, and we're in the front lobby, the store area, if you will, of Evergreen Implement. Matt, you got implements for everybody, don't you?
We've got a wide selection of toys, consumer products, paint, vendable parts, tools. Yep.
Yeah, a lot of neat things, gardening or just around the yard too. Some helpful things that even the average homeowner can use.
Right, battery chargers,
yeah.
Sprayer parts, just your general adhesives for repairs, lawnmowers, tractors, anything.
Speaking of repairs, you need parts if you are going to do repairs. And what a parts counter you have and parts department you have here at John Deere. And it's a busy place, and it will be. I know it's busy year round, but especially this time of year.
It's really picked up in the last month or two. It's getting to be a busy place, and you can see we've got customers and parts counter people lined up trying to get the correct part for their needs.
Guys on the phone, guys on the computer, tracking the part. Now you have a lot of parts on hand, but how long if we need something special? Well, of course, 3 different stores to draw from too.
If we need something special that we don't have on hand, we can get it next day primarily through our normal parts channels, whether that be John Deere or A&I for the aftermarket side.
All right, we'll take a look back in the parts room here and see what actually you have here in just a moment.
We'll give you a peek in the back.
All right. This is back in the secret places that a lot of people don't get to see. Your parts room, your parts supply, your stock, and this is a large area, and you have shelf upon shelf upon shelf of parts.
We have multiple rows of bins full of parts, belts hanging from rafters.
Wow. Belts
kind of all the way around the perimeter of the whole parts area. This, like I said, this is the same square footage as the warehouse part we were going to next.
All right. You mentioned belts, belts for lawnmowers to big equipment.
Yeah, we have belts from lawn and garden tractors made in the early 80s to combines that are built today.
Yeah. It's sometimes tough to get parts for some of the older equipment, or
John Deere actually does a pretty good job of keeping us with the supplied equipment, parts for equipment that's older.
Of course, you have people who keep track of all this online. Part search too available.
Yes. JohnDeereParts.com would get a customer directly to look at the parts they need for their machine. They could simply call in, talk to one of the parts guys with the part numbers. They could even check our availability on the internet.
And there's a possibility in northwestern Minnesota that you can drop the parts off close to the farm. They don't actually have to come even to Thief River Falls.
Right, we deliver parts currently to 6 communities on a rotating schedule. We go north on Monday, Wednesday, Friday currently, and we go south on Tuesday and Thursday.
So call and ask, and chances are it'll be dropped off down the road and save you a trip to town.
Yeah, if it's something you can wait a little bit for, we'll get it out there within a day or 2.
All right, fantastic service offered here at Evergreen Implement in Thief River Falls. We're in the cold storage area again, and it also offers a great opportunity to store some parts. And I mean, you need a big area for big parts, don't you?
This was one of our needs going into this building project last year, is that we needed some cold storage area for parts. We had some containers outside we were storing parts in and just wasn't cutting it. So with this addition to our parts department, we actually doubled our square footage of our parts department.
Wow.
And it's just kind of taken up the bulkier products that we need to do the repairs on equipment.
Well, there are big parts, but then there are just, they say, bulky parts where you need for your cultivator, you know, storage for thousands of shovels or whatever it happens to be.
That's what we do out here. I mean, we have thousands of shovels, whether it be chisel plow, harrow teeth, they're looking around, big combine parts. It's kind of some of the off-season stuff too that we can rotate out of the main building, out to here, and get it out of the way.
And it's stored inside, so it's out of the elements and you don't have to worry about it. What you're getting is something that's brand new on your vehicle or your machine.
Right, that's what our problem we were having before, is we were just out of room, busting at the seams, and we had a lot of parts getting stored outside.
All right.
So it worked great to do this addition.
Plenty of parts here at Evergreen Implement in Thief River Falls.